Neil Carlson here in downtown Grand Forks, North Dakota at a No Kings rally, one of some 2,600 across the country. All across the country, people are stepping up to make their voices heard in a no-holds-barred, peaceful protest of how our country is being run. For the first time in history, a Republican-controlled Congress has basically relinquished the equal power of the legislative branch to the executive branch, where President Trump now dictates national legislation and policy by executive order. No debate in Congress from the people everyone elected to represent their individual states and towns.
I think the big issue is maintaining our democracy, right, in the country, being able to stand up and protest, being able to do exactly this, freedom of speech, maybe the Constitution. I mean, the list is long.
I already heard MAGA comments on our Facebook page. Well, if there was a king, you guys wouldn't be out here, wouldn't be able to protest.
Well, let's find out what happens. There's going to be protests all over the globe today, isn't there? 18 countries in the United States.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how many folks actually stand up.
Okay.
So, freedom of speech, right?
It would be nice if Congress stood up for their rights, because they are not standing up for our rights, so we have to be here. Defend the Constitution. They're ignoring it. The Supreme Court is in his bag.
What's the big issue on your mind?
My immigrant neighbors. I just don't like the way ICE is grabbing our immigrant neighbors. I mean, they're in America and they deserve due process, and I just don't think it's right. I'm standing up for Jesus, and it's against all the teachings of Jesus what they're doing.
What's the big issue for you? What brings you out?
Well, I actually kind of have two of them. One would be our health care. It's just way too expensive. The other thing is for our kids. How are they ever going to be able to buy a home and afford college and all the things that they want, that we have the privilege of having?
It's a multitude of things like Social Security, things like that, medical services, medical insurance, those types of things.
Now, we'll take you down to the No Kings rally in Fargo in just a few seconds with the final look here in downtown Grand Forks as No Kings protesters line the block between the bridge along the Red River and 3rd Street on this Saturday. Let's go down to Fargo.
Never be divided. The people united will never be divided. The people united will never be divided.
This was a scene outside Fargo City Hall on this Saturday. Camera person on the scene says guesstimates more than 1,000 people in attendance. We'll give you a closer look at some of the folks here before we hear from them.
What do? Stand up, fight back. When labor rights are under attack, what do? When health care is under attack, what do? When immigrants are under attack, what do?
Stand up, fight back.
When trans kids are under attack, what do?
Stand up, fight back.
I have kids, I have grandkids. I hope to have great grandkids. And I really don't want them growing up in a world where somebody like Trump is in charge. We don't have kings in this country. We don't have dictators in this country, and I think we need to keep it that way.
And I see the slander every day towards immigrants, towards Americans, towards everybody. And our nation's so divided right now, and we need to come together and not let our president and our vice president and everybody who's in charge divide us.
I'm here today to fight for our democracy. I believe Trump and his administration are destroying it. I believe we need to fight for our health care. I believe we need to fight for our science, for our educational systems, everything he's destroying. It's just wrong. And the way they're treating immigrants, if you like my t-shirt. And the way the Republicans are lying about this event today, saying we're Antifa. Well, that just means anti-fascism.
Folks from around the valley, across the country, and around the world gathered at No Kings rallies on this Saturday, October 18th, 2025. I'm Neil Carlson reporting for iNewZ.TV.